Nairobi, Kenya. A quiet storm is brewing in the education sector, and it's set to shake the very foundation of what millions of Kenyan parents have come to rely on for the past decade: free national exam registration. In what appears to be a bold departure from former President Uhuru Kenyatta's flagship education policy, the government is now eyeing the end of the exam fee waiver that has for 10 years allowed students to sit for their KCPE and KCSE exams without their parents parting with a single shilling. Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi made the bombshell announcement during budget deliberations, revealing plans to introduce a targeted subsidy system. In this model, only students classified as genuinely needy, based on a means testing framework, would qualify for government assistance. We are spending billions on exam fees, including for students in expensive private schools. Why should taxpayers carry that burden? Mbadi posed sharply, igniting both support and uproar. And while some policymakers are cheering what they call a rational economic step, others, including worried parents, are seeing red. The National Parents Association has sounded the alarm, warning that a rollback of the universal waiver could spell disaster for children in vulnerable communities. Their biggest fear, that thousands of bright students may be forced to miss exams simply because they can't afford the fees. This would be a tragic reversal of progress, said one parent representative. We are calling for broad public engagement before any decision is made. You don't experiment with children's futures. Adding to the confusion, Education CS Julius Migos Ogamba stepped in with a seemingly contradictory message, assuring the public that the exam fees will not be charged, at least not yet. He called the lack of exam funding in the 2025/26 budget an oversight, and promised that his ministry was already in talks with the Treasury to secure the necessary funds. But behind the scenes, the Parliamentary Budget Office has recommended cost sharing between parents and the government as a long-term solution to what they describe as a growing financial burden on the Kenya National Examinations Council, KNEC. So what does this mean for parents? For now, nothing is set in stone, but the writing is on the wall. Change is coming. Whether it's a complete repeal or a new income-based system, the days of blanket fee waivers may be numbered. As the government tightens its fiscal belt and debates rage in Parliament, one thing is clear: the fate of thousands of students now hangs in the balance. Stay tuned. The next few weeks could determine whether sitting for national exams in Kenya remains a right or becomes a privilege.